Hi guys, today I'm going to be filming for you my 2015 makeup favorites. I know we're a little bit into 2016 already, but I still wanted to film this video for you anyway and show you what I loved all of last year. I have a good chunk of stuff to show you guys. I think I'm just gonna go in order, primer, foundation, concealer, so I don't get too all over the place and crazy. But the first thing that I absolutely fell in love with in the year of 2015 is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I don't know what I was doing before I had this to do my makeup. It just smooths out my skin so nice, and especially early in the morning when I'm doing my makeup for school, it's so refreshing, and it's just that extra layer of moisture for my skin. And then I do go in with a primer on top, which I'm gonna show in a second, but this just adds something so nice and extra, and a lot of people don't think that it's anything life-changing or crazy, but it's definitely a staple for me. This is a little pricey for water. I think it's $36 or $38, but for what it does, it's awesome. It's just a water infused with electrolytes, so I really love this for 2015. When it came to face primers, I couldn't really decide between these two, so I have the Maybelline Baby Skin, which is a drugstore one, and then the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and this is high-end, but I have this little mini sample that I got from my Ipsy bag. I love these. I feel like they're kind of sort of similar in the way they look and feel. I haven't really tested them out on longevity and stuff like that, but really I'll take either one of these. The Baby Skin I've loved for so long, probably 2 years now, and it's very cheap. It's $5 or $6 at the drugstore, Target, anywhere like that. And then the Smashbox one is pretty much almost the same, I want to say. It is a little more less silicone-y feeling. It's a little more smooth, but other than that, it's pretty much similar, and really I use the two interchangeably. Now I'm going to move on to foundation, and there's only one foundation that made the cut for me for 2015. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is my 5th or 6th tube of this. I'm honestly in love. I will never ever, I don't think anything could ever beat this. I'm in the shade 125, and coming from an excessively oily girl, if you are oily, you need this in your life. The Fit Me line has an awesome shade range, and just overall, this is it for me. This foundation will slay my life for the next 25 years. When it comes to concealer in 2015, it was the year that I discovered my favorite concealer ever, and this is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I did that in my other voiceover too. I said conceal. Anyway, this is in the shade NW20. This concealer is everything I could ever want and more for my under eyes. It's nice and brightening. The coverage is awesome. It lasts a really long time. In 2015, I also discovered the best powder that I've ever used, honestly. This is the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent, and I know on YouTube everyone and their mother raved about this. This powder has really changed my makeup game, honestly. My makeup has never ever looked so smooth, or my oils have never been so controlled until I started using this powder. This powder I found through Amy Macedo. Most of my stuff that I talk about, she's really just my YouTube goals. This powder I use mostly to set my face in the morning, and that's it. But throughout the day, if I get a little oily and I want to blot here and there, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. This one is honestly almost done. You see, it's I've hit really crazy pan on this. This is my 2nd or 3rd one of this, and I keep this in my book bag for school, just to blot my nose or something like that. I've really been enjoying this too. I guess while I'm on the topic of skin, I'm gonna talk about these. These are the e.l.f. On the Spot Blot mattifying blotting powders, and I love these so much. My boyfriend's sister gifted these to me, and I've been using them a lot. I keep them in my book bag or one in my purse. So it's just this little compact like this. When you open it, it has the mirror right here, and then there's a compartment, and it has a little tiny powder puff thing with sticky on it, and then it has the blotting papers in here. And so you peel this off so the powder puff becomes sticky, and you stick the paper and you blot your face like this. And this is honestly just so convenient if you get oily and shiny throughout the day. Next, I'm going to talk about bronzer, and I only have one bronzer that I really was loving in 2015, and this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is just the original Chocolate Soleil, the medium to deep matte bronzer, and I use this in every video because honestly it's one of the only bronzers that I own, but I feel it just gives me that perfect bronze, and it's not too harsh or muddy, and it smells like chocolate, so Can't go wrong with that. I have two contour kits that I loved in 2015. The first one that I've had for a longer time is the Anastasia contour kit. This was really my holy grail for like the first half of the year, and I still wanted to give it a little love. And the one that I've been loving for the second half of 2015 is the Shade and Light contour palette. I got this for my birthday in August, and this is by Kat Von D. And again, it just has the 3 highlight and the 3 contour powders. What I like about this palette is that it's very versatile for multiple skin tones in one palette. With the Anastasia one, it's like there's like the light to medium one and then the medium to deep one, which that's fine. But with this, you could see that it has like appropriate shades for a bunch of different skin tones and a bunch of different undertones. I love the packaging on this. I love the size. I love the feel. Really, like, nothing could really be wrong about this. Lastly, for the face, I have one highlighter that stole my heart and kept my face glowing for 2015. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter in the shade Wisp. This highlighter, I don't remember exactly when I got it, but it's just like a beautiful, light, bronzy, reflective color. And the formula of the ColourPop highlighters are absolutely amazing. I really think the thing that changed my eyeshadow game like forever was MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I use this in every single video, I know, but like I just cannot do eyeshadow without this anymore. It's just like a creamy eye base and it's yellowy tone. They do have one in Painterly that's more pink tone if you're more fair or cool tone, but I just can't do my makeup without this. Like I said, it just smooths out my eyelids, and when you set it, your eyeshadow just blends beautifully on top of it. And I recommend this to absolutely everyone. If you have like oily eyelids or trouble keeping your eyeshadow on, try a paint pot because they're totally worth it. When it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I'm such a junkie, so I had a little bit of a hard time narrowing down which ones I wanted to show you in this video. This one was a no-brainer for me. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I got this for Christmas of 2014, and I have to say, like, I've honestly been like almost like daily using it since then. I completely adore this palette. It has anything that I would ever want in an eyeshadow palette. The packaging is awesome. It smells like chocolate, and this is what the color looks like. The colors inside look like. So it definitely has a nice range of your neutrals, but then it also has some nice pops of colors in here, but mostly it's a nice neutral palette. The white shade in here is one that I really love. My favorite transition shade of 2015 is definitely this one, and I believe this is, I hate how the names are on a separate sheet. This is Salted Caramel, and this is my favorite transition shade for all of 2015, if you were wondering. And then this one right next to it is Marzipan. That was my favorite all over the lid shade for 2015. The next eyeshadow palette that I have to talk about is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World Traveler palette. I know that this was limited edition, and I don't think it's available anymore, but I still wanted to talk about it because the colors in here are beautiful. This is definitely another versatile palette. It has a nice range of neutrals within some really fun pops of color, and the black in here is awesome. It's one of the blackest blacks I've ever tried, and these eyeshadows are just so nice and creamy and smooth. So this was definitely a big hit for me in 2015. For mascara, I have two that I like. The L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. This is really good. I love this for my lower lashes. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge or transfer. This one is more of a recent discovery, but this is my favorite mascara I tried for 2015. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Clump Crusher Mascara. So this is what this looks like. I love the brush on this as well, the wand. It is a rubber brush, but it has a nice swoop to it, and in 2015. So I discovered the Anastasia Brow Wiz through one of my friends. I mean, I've seen it on YouTube and stuff forever, but one of my friends had it and I tried hers, and I just knew I had to have it. So this is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. I really enjoy this. So it just has this really thin, like, crayon tip at the end. I like this because you have a lot of control. If you use a light hand, you can do like natural brows, but you could go a little heavier and define your brows more and have like those deep, intense brows. For lip products, I have a handful of things to show you. The first one that I want to give a huge shout out to is the Rose Solve. This is the Seal Bigelow Rose Solve. This one I love. Like, nothing has ever treated my lips how this does, and it smells so good. The next thing that I have to show you are two MAC lipsticks. So Faux, I used the crap out of this spring and summer. So this is Faux by MAC, and it is a satin finish, and it's just this beautiful brown mauve pink shade, and it's a really, really nice everyday natural color. I'll swatch it right here. So there it is. I really like it because it's appropriate for every day, and it's a nice pink color, but it's not like a bam in your face kind of pink. And then the second one I have to show you is a matte formula, and this is Diva. It's a nice deep red color right there, you could see it. And the formula of this one is especially awesome. The MAC matte lipsticks are really, really easy to work with. Liquid lipsticks completely just like dominated the makeup industry in the beauty world in 2015. So I have Tool by ColourPop. I have been loving this. I wear this all the time. This is Tool on the end right here. It's just like a mauve brown with hints of like a brick red in it. Lastly, for my makeup favorites of 2015, I have a couple brushes to show you guys. Is the Real Techniques setting brush. This brush is so versatile, but it literally fits like right under for setting your eyes so perfectly, but it's also very versatile. The other day I used it to contour my friend's cheeks. You could also use it to highlight your nose and your cheekbone. I use it to set my eyelids sometime. Really, really versatile. I have 2 of them now, and I really think that if you're into makeup, you definitely need this brush because it could be used for a lot. The next brush I have is an eyeshadow brush, and it's kind of dirty, so I'm sorry, but this is the MAC 217. You've probably heard about this like crazy as well. Everyone on YouTube uses it. It's just such a nice blending brush because for the longest time I was using the Sigma E40, which I absolutely love for blending, but like this is a little more precise and it gets in there and blends without being so big and getting the color like up towards my brow. I have a small space between my eyebrow and my eyelid, so like the E40 would kind of get color all over. This I could definitely be more concentrated, and it's nice and soft just to blend it out like that. And then the last brush that I have is the Morphe M439. I don't know what I was applying my foundation with before this. I was using a sponge, which I like, but this just makes it so much faster to like buff all over your face. Alright guys, that is all that I have for my makeup favorites of 2015. I hope you enjoyed this video and all the products that I mentioned. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and tell me some of your favorite makeup products of 2015 in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.